Hello, everyone. Welcome to Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal Reading. This is for the week of September 7th through the 13th. So some interesting points we've got here today. This one I'm calling Green Beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some really lovely marbling in it. Um, this is Smoky Quartz. We're calling it black. And this lovely thing I'm calling marble. Again, a really beautiful point. So take a moment, see which crystal or crystals resonate with you, and let's get started. Don't forget, one, two, or all three crystals could be speaking to you, or sometimes to just listen to all three and see which one fits the best. So here we go. The Magician, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so what do we have here? You know, very often the magician can sometimes represent, tricks or trickery. But more often than not, I tend to read it as having all of your tools in your toolbox that you need to accomplish something, because the card represents all four of the signs, right? The pentacle, sword, wand, and cup. So when I'm looking at this, that there, when I'm looking at this, it feels as if you're being reminded that you really do have all the skill sets that you need in order to accomplish that which you're trying to accomplish. Sometimes it's just a matter of looking at them from a slightly different perspective, or getting an outside opinion about what you're going through so you can see it slightly differently. The Four of Cups is saying basically that, you know what, you're sort of kind of done. Like, you're just sort of a little bit fed up. Things aren't going all that well. You're feeling a little bit despondent, a little bit disappointed. Perhaps you're bored, a little bit of discontent. But the thing is you're focusing on what you already have, and you're not focusing on what divine energy is bringing into your life and into your experience. The Two of Pentacles almost invariably talks about managing your resources, but don't forget, resources, yes, it can be money, or funds or assets, but it can also be time. It can also be your own personal energy. So it's feeling as if, I almost want to say in some ways, that this sort of kind of discontent is almost leading to a kind of an inability to actually balance your energies, okay, or balance those resources. um Time is a a resource that we tend to not take into consideration, but really has a huge impact on how we function. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So let's talk about the Pentacles for a second. As you know, they are about, the physicality of earth, work, the body, health, money. And when you're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles, you're talking about a woman who has worth, who is capable, who is practical and knows how to get things done. And I got to tell you, this whole reading feels a little bit like a reminder saying, listen, you're competent, you're smart, you're capable, you have everything you need. It's a matter of looking at things from a different perspective and looking for your blessings, and then figuring out how to manage or reconfigure the assets you have to make them work for you as you move forward. But honestly, this energy is really sort of a, come on now, it's time to go get it. Let's get going. Come on, cut shop. It really is a feeling of take a good hard look at what you have and what you have accomplished and see how that moves forward. Okay. I hope that didn't feel too much like a lecture. And smoky quartz. All right. We've got the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the High Priestess. So very interesting grouping of cards, right? Because the Seven of Cups talks about having too many choices or not being able to make decisions. And it's often kind of called the illusions and delusions card, right? Where, and sometimes it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it just means that there's so many choices that you can't figure out where to start. But in this case, it definitely feels like there's some confusion or stress connected to it, in part because you have that Nine of Swords following it. And that Nine of Swords tends to represent, anxiety, not sleeping well, just energy that is not calming, that is sort of the opposite. And so, whatever's going on here, not only are you feeling a little stressed and kind of agitated and not sort of focused, but when you try to look at the situation, it feels as if there's too much that you're trying to sort through or wade through in order to create some sort of a pathway forward. You've got the Five of Wands sitting here, and the Five of Wands just is forever. It's just about like a bickering kind of energy. This is not about fighting. This is not about a war. It's just like quarreling. Sometimes it can be competitiveness. Um, so the first three cards here are sort of saying, listen up. You're in a space where you want to use your high priestess energy, your intuition, your insights, the secrets that you know that are just for you, or the understandings that you have. The high priestess is a very powerful, powerful card. This is a priestess, a high priestess. This is somebody who honors her feminine divine energy. This is somebody who knows she's capable and able, and it's simply a matter of pulling back, quieting the voices, making some choices, removing the worry, anxiety, which, listen, that's not no finger snap. I get it. It's hard. But where you're at now is just sort of almost like, a car spinning its tires. You're going round and round and round and you're not moving forward. It's time for you to really grab on to that powerful, powerful energy and allow yourself to move this into sort of the rear view mirror. Take what you need and move forward. With the high priestess there, I mean, honestly, you really are in a good position to be able to sort of successfully move forward. All right. And the marble one. Okay. Starting with the Fool, Judgment, the Star, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So the Fool is often about it's sort of that plugging your nose and jumping into the deep end. It's about taking a chance, starting down a new road or a new journey. There's a caution here to sort of watch where you're walking, so you don't jump off a cliff by mistake. But this really is a card about the beginnings, a new start, a way to go forward. And you've got 3 really auspicious cards sitting here that follows this new beginning or this new start. You have the Judgment card, and, very often the Judgment card represents, karmic blessings. It represents, rewards for past actions, endeavors, etc. And so while you're taking this kind of leap of faith, understand that there is divine support coming for you in the way of karmic blessings. You have the Star card next. So the Star card is about making that wish come true, or making that um, dream a possibility. Followed by the Ten of Pentacles, for goodness sake. So the Ten of Pentacles is about a great deal of abundance. It is about stability. It is about property. It can sometimes be about family money or inheritances. But this grouping of cards really, I mean, it's a lovely grouping because it's sort of encouraging you to take that leap of faith. Don't take it blindly, watch where you're walking. But seriously consider creating a new path forward, or a new way forward, a new way of looking at something, or even doing something that you've been doing for a long time. Maybe it's time to change it up a little bit, because you've definitely got these blessings coming your way. And it's also about utilizing, I want to almost say, like, talent or skills from the past that have worked for you, that brought you good rewards. Maybe you're not utilizing them as much as you could be. Again, the Star card, what do you want me to say? It's about making a dream or a wish a reality, and recognizing you have the power and the energy and the focus to make that happen. And the Ten of Pentacles literally takes you to a place of financial security and stability. All right. So thank you so very, very much for being here. I hope you have a really great week, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye for now.